Welcome to Off-Grid Victory. So today's a fairly light video, a light topic anyway, but something that could literally save your butt. if you can excuse the pun. We're going to talk about SHTF and how to store properly TP toilet paper off-grid. And so, we live off-grid, and we do go through toilet paper like everybody else. But in times like such, where even toilet paper becomes scarce, it is one of the items that we do prep. And I wanted to talk to you about the do's and don'ts of storing said toilet paper in an off-grid environment, in the outdoors, in the farm, in the homestead. All of that good stuff. So we've all seen guys store toilet paper, the prepper types, underneath their bed and closets and all of that great stuff. But you have to realize toilet paper does consume up a lot of space. And so in an off-grid environment, especially how we live off-grid in shipping containers, space is a premium, and we need to find alternative ways to store that toilet paper. So one of the don'ts of storing toilet paper is you don't want it exposed to the environment, especially humidity, the rain and such. And so I've seen guys, preppers, use things like this. This is a tote, a generic tote. Sterilite, I believe, and they store toilet paper in that, and that might be fine inside homes where you don't have critters like pack rats and mice and all of that good stuff. Out here though, off-grid, that's a major problem. I've seen preppers use this kind of packaging and use toilet paper in there, and it just becomes a nest egg housing for your rats and your field mice, and so that is not and of course, yes, humidity gets to it, and so that is not the way you want to store toilet paper. And I want to show you how you want to store toilet paper off grid, and this is what I think you should use. So this is it right here. All right, so this is the product. I'm not sponsored by Palm. I'm not a Palm dealer or anything. They're toilet paper distributor here. I just happen to like the product, and this is the way I store it. And so I wanted to show you that today. So each one of these is a 55-gallon steel drum, and it had contents. I believe it actually had liquid contents in there, but I'm not sure. But what you need is a good solid steel 55-gallon drum like so, and you want to stuff it with your toilet paper. And afterwards, what you want to do is make sure that toilet paper goes on tight. These things have a seal inside of them, a rubber gasket, as well as this metal gasket that fits over the entire 55-gallon drum, and then it makes it airtight. And of course, no mice, no insects, things like that can get into it and spoil your nice toilet paper that you paid a lot of money for. So that's what you want to do. You want to store it in these things. And if you do live off grid like myself and you want to store it away from the weather, what you can do is, as you can see, this was left outside and water had pulled in here and started rusting a little bit at the top of this. So I bought these cans years ago, and that's the way I bought it. But what I do is I like to put a nice flat board on top and throw a tarp on it and weigh it down. And that way all the water cascades off your 55-gallon steel drum, and you won't get this kind of effect, and everything will stay dry. And of course, the other thing you want to do is make sure that the base isn't touching the ground like this. You want to keep it off the base of the ground by putting it on top of either pressure treated wood or stone or brick or masonry block, whatever have you, to keep it off the ground. And that way no moisture gets down to it, and you prevent rusting the bottom of these barrels out, and you'll maintain a nice sealed container, and no insects and no mice especially or rats will get into it. So yeah, this is what I did right here. Wow, that's really bright under the sun. Anyway, I'm storing about each one of these is roughly 21 rolls, and the whole 55-gallon drum is about 8 of these high. So 168 rolls went into that, and so I used roughly about let's see, 8 of these 45 roll cases, and I have a few left all over the place, but yeah, I mean, you get a decent amount of rolls there. For my family, this probably will last about 2 years. I'm not going to be hitting this because I also have some toilet paper already stored, but this will be stored outside, and it'll be stored in a way that nothing can get into it, and yeah, we'll have toilet paper. So when I guess when you run out of this toilet paper, as the saying goes, I'm shit out of luck, but otherwise I'll have it for a very long time, especially once the distribution comes back in line. And so yes, you'll be well prepared for the SHTF scenarios and whatever have you in this turbulent economy, that your butt will thank you. You'll be saved. Alrighty, shalom.